Hi everyone, Vanessa Webb here with another project to share with you. I'm just back from a fabulous time at Onstage in Brisbane. I've lots to share with you over the next couple of months, but I'll be showing some sneaky peeks of the new products and the celebration catalogue as well. In the meantime, we've only got 6 weeks until Christmas, so I wanted to help us, you and me both, get organised for the coming weeks and the Christmas celebrations with your gift giving, card making, as well as home decorating. So remember the Stampin' Up catalogue. Both catalogues actually have some great Christmas gift ideas, as well as ideas for your card making and home decorating. So I'll be sharing with you some of those things over the next couple of weeks to help us get ready for the celebrations. I have a card here to show you today using one of my favourite stamp sets from the holiday catalogue, which is called Santa's Sleigh. Let me just show you the stamp set. It has 15 stamps in it, and it has a set of matching framelits, which I have completely fallen in love with. Yeah, I love all the different techniques and ideas that you can bring to a card with this bundle. It's actually a bundle in the catalogue. So what I wanted to share with you today is this card. It's a really simple card, but it's very effective. I made a couple of these in a slightly different version when I sat down to craft with my mum yesterday. That was a lot of fun. So let me show you how I put this card together. You will need a base card, and we're using the Night of Navy as our main colour scheme. There's also a piece of Whisper White cardstock, which we're going to be stamping on, and another piece of card over the top, vellum cardstock, just to soften the look of the card a little bit. All the details of the products that I've used will be on my blog, so you can go there for a full list of the items and shop them in my store if you'd like to add them to your collection and make some Christmas cards yourself. There is a lot of different colour schemes to choose from when you're making Christmas cards, and I like to mix it up a little bit and steer clear of the red and green sometimes, which is lots of fun. So what I'm going to do is first of all open up my Night of Navy ink pad, and I'm using the tree stamp from the Santa's Sleigh stamp set. Just lightly tapping your stamp is going to ink it up beautifully. Don't worry too much about overlapping these. They will overlap at the back, but you're going to be putting another tree over the top in the top layer of this card, so you won't actually see where the trees overlap. That will be hidden. So you just want to get it fairly evenly placed from the sides of the tree, and as I said, don't worry if they're overlapping slightly. Now there is a greeting stamp which I will grab, and thankfully it's just over on the other table. I'm going to stamp that as well, and that's also from the same stamp set, so everything's included in this stamp set. So just really lightly tapping that one and just slightly rock it so that you get a nice even impression. Okay, so there's your bottom layer. Now for the top layer, let me just bring the card in again. We've got some glitter, which we'll put on at the end, but if you can see, I've actually stamped onto this designer series paper, which is from another suite in the catalogue. This one reminds me of Delft pottery. All the details will be on my blog, as I said, if you want to know the names of everything. So I'm going to stamp first of all in the Night of Navy, just over the top where the spots are. These reminded me a little bit of snow, but they're also going to help me work out where to put my fine tip glue and also where to apply the glitter. It's actually the Mica Flakes that we're using today, that lovely fine white Mica Flakes. They come in a pack of 3. I think there's gold and green in there as well. So I'm going to cut that out with the matching framelit. So let me bring in my big shot. Got my platform, my multi-purpose platform with the extra plate there, so that the sandwich is thick enough to cut the framelits. Cut with the framelits, and I'll run that through. And so yeah, if you wanted to make a lot of these cards, it would be quite easy to do. Especially with the big shot. It just means that you don't have to cut things out by hand, and you have a perfect shape every single time. So there's my tree shape. What I'm going to do is grab the fine tip glue pen. Now this allows you to put your glue in a very specific spot on your image. So I'm going to apply it wherever there is one of those white dots. You don't need much of it. It's actually very, very runny, so be a little bit sparing with it. It will take longer to dry the more you put on of this glue, so the more sparing the better. So I'm just touching where the white dots are, and I'll pop that lid back on there. All right. So I'm going to grab the Mica Flakes. I've got a little bit of paper that I'm going to put underneath there, and that's going to catch the extra flakes so I can pour them back into my packet. So let's just sprinkle some of those on. So pretty. Reminds me of snow. Someone else said it reminds them of soap flakes, and I agree. They're so pretty. Okay. So let me just hold that up and show you. You can see where those Mica Flakes have just stuck to where I've got the glue. So I'll put that to the side, and we'll pour this back in the packet. Yes, as I said, you'll get 3 different colours in the set of Mica Flakes, and they've lasted me a while. I've used them on several projects now, and they're really, really effective. Okay, so I would leave that aside to dry, especially if you're doing a production line of cards. I'd leave that aside so that it has a chance to dry before you adhere it to your card. And now we'll just put everything together. So I'm going to grab some dimensionals and just pop them on the back like that, just 2. Peel off the back. That's ready to go on the top of the card. And what I'll need to do is, I'll need to put my adhesive behind where the tree is so that you don't see any of the adhesive from the front. When you're using vellum, it's a really good idea to do that. So what I'll do is I'll put this on, I'll line it all up, and then I'll be able to see through the vellum where the other adhesive needs to go. There you go. That's what the card will look like. And if you flip this over, you're going to apply just a tiny weeny bit of snail to the back, and then bring it back and line it up once again. That goes in the middle like that. So that's gonna hold that there. And the rest of the card just goes together with a little bit of snail as well. So on the back, snail just makes Christmas card making so quick and easy. No drying time. I love it. There you go. That goes on there like that. Beautiful. Now that's lovely. I thought it just needed a little touch of gold. So I've used some of our gold baker's twine. This comes in a pack of 3 as well, with the garden green and real red baker's twine together with the gold. So really pretty. I'm just going to use a little bit of the snail as well. You could use a glue dot, whatever's handy. Stick that together. And there is the finished card. I hope you enjoy making your Christmas cards this year. If you need some more inspiration and ideas, make sure you visit my blog, which is www.vanessawebb.net, and you can shop online anytime for any supplies that you might need in my store. Thanks for watching. Bye.